Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Truth Seeking with Veronica. I'm not going to be on here long, but it's been a long day. I'm out here sweating. I'm on my porch. It's dark out here, so if you hear the sounds, the traffic and all that good stuff, just ignore it, please. But what I wanted to come on and say is be aware of gifts, okay? Be aware of gifts. Okay, because I'm going to tell you something that has happened to me, and it's been on my spirit, and I was just waiting on the rock to tell me when I can release it and tell you, okay? And I believe that this may be an important word for someone out there, okay? And excuse me and how I look because my mascara, everything has ran. But I don't care. I'm out here getting my sweat on, and I'm enjoying it, okay? I'm looking up at the stars, at the sky, and it's beautiful. Well, anywho, so let me tell you what happened. There's a gas station that's not too far from where I live, okay? And I always stop at that gas station, and for some reason, the woman that was in there, she always was extra nice to me. I mean like girlfriend, and it was kind of, it kind of weirded me out a little bit, but I just took it as, okay, maybe just being friendly, as people come in. And so I would go there. It's been about, going there a year, just, going there. And then all of a sudden, she got extra nice. You can hear the music, like R&B music that we used to listen to, old school, for roller skating, she was finding things to try to connect, okay? That's what she was doing. And I was on to it. I mean, it's just my nature. I can just peep someone's personality out real quick. Give me 2 minutes, okay? And I can just peep you out. And so I felt uneasy about her, really. I felt I was getting a witch vibe from her, and I was right, okay? It was a witch vibe. She was just extra friendly, and it got to the point to where every time I came in, she was always trying to give me something or do something, to put in my hand. And I remember one time she was like, I got some nails I want to give you. I get them from this place, and I want to give you some nails. And I was like, oh, you know how you do. Come on now. You'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. Then I left out of there, and I said, okay, this is a gas station that I patron all the time, okay? So I know her vehicle when it's there. So I went in, and I was like, Father, I don't want to take nothing from this woman. This woman is a witch. Okay? A witch. And so when I went in there, I finally went in there after about a week, and I said, I was asking the rock, of course I had the Whole Amour of YAH on. And I was like, I know she's going to try to give me some nails. So when I went in there, and she was like, oh, I got some nails for you. I was like, oh no, I found out I got some at home, which I do. I didn't lie. Like, I got some at home, some press-ons that I haven't even, put them on, because, sometimes the glue, sometimes things like that are not natural affects my body, and I can feel it, when I put my press-ons on. So I hadn't worn them in a while, so I just thought, no, that's okay. I got some at home. I found them, And she was like, oh, okay. So, I kept on patroning the place and going in. And one time I was in there, and I was purchasing something, and I kept looking around my shoulder. I was like, I said it out loud. I said, I feel like someone's behind me. And she said, oh, girl, ain't nobody behind you. Ain't nobody there. And I was like, oh, okay. But I knew. I said, that was straight demonic behind me. Okay? I felt it on me, around me. And so, of course, as I'm walking out, I'm praying to say it stays right here. Okay? It stays right there where it's at. And I left out. And so the next time I came in, she was like, oh, I like your Jeep. Oh, you get those. I like your ducks. I got something. I'm going to get something for your Jeep. So always trying to give me something. And I was like, oh, okay, and I left out, and Rock told me, don't go there anymore. For, I think it was for about 2 weeks. It was telling me not to go in there. So I can recall, just thinking back, I think I was fasting during that time. And one day I left out of my house, and I was told to go there. And I was like, she's going to give me something like a duck. I'm talking to the Father. I'm like, Father, that's a witch, and I don't want anything that she is trying to give me. And the Most High says, no, you're going to take it. Okay? So before I went in there, the Ruach instructed me to pray. And I had to pray. Now listen, don't play with this. Okay? If you're not instructed by the Ruach, sometimes these witches and warlocks needs a lesson. Okay? They need to know the power of the Most High Yah. Okay? So if you're not told, don't take anything from anyone. Okay? Because she was, you know how they call it, the soul swap or whatever. I just felt that this heifer was trying to put, heifer was trying to put something, this witch was trying to put something on me, okay? Or trying to do something to me. It was too strong on her. She was too over friendly and didn't know me, okay? They see your light, okay? And then that demon will say, that's one of them. Okay, so before I went in there, the Most High said, yeah, you're gonna take whatever she's gonna give you. And I was like, I promise. I don't say this to the Most High like out of rebellion or out of fear or nothing. But I was like, Father, she's a witch, and suffer not a witch to live. I said, she is trying to wreck me. Am I strong? Do you really want me to do this? And I was told yes. So the Ruach then said, pray. And I prayed in the spirit. Of course, I had the whole armor. When I had the whole armor on every day. Okay? The whole armor of YAH. The whole armor. And of course, in my whole life since birth, I've always been trained this way, especially around witches and warlocks and sorcerers and things like that. And so I felt the Most High felt I was ready. Okay, and this witch needed a lesson. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Because I was told to accept it. So I pulled up, I started praying, and I was in the spirit, and then I prayed what the Rock told me to pray. And if many of you know who are spiritual fighters that deal with spiritual warfare, is always to return what this person has purposed back onto them. Okay? And it's not double. No, it's not. Okay? It's actually to the umpteenth power. Is what it is. Okay? So I knew when I went in there, she was going to have a so-called ducky for my Jeep. See, all she was doing is trying to put something on me, around me, okay, that she had cursed. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to say this again. Don't take anything from anyone, okay, because they mean you no good. Okay, they working for the enemy. So I went in there knowing. So I'm going in to do my purchase, and she goes, "Oh, I got the duck for you. I got something for you." And she goes to her purse, and she's bending down and getting. You can hear it is in plastic or whatever. And she's sitting there a while she's bent down. I was like, Father, she is really saying some stuff while she's But she's getting that out because see, I was prepared with the Ruach HaKodesh. I had on the whole armor. Okay, I had the shield of faith and the sword of the Ruach HaKodesh. I had the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness. I had girded up my loins in truth and my feet shone in peace. Okay, if you go back and watch my video on that, you know how I suit up. Okay, like a superhero. But anywho, so she gives it to me. Okay, and y'all, this thing was not even a duck. You know how the ducks are. They look like, an animal or like a dog or a cat or a square head or things like that, but they still had the duck feature. This was a disgusting mermaid. She was trying to give me something from the marine spirits. I felt it. I looked at it, I said, anyone else with eyes would just see it as a mermaid, but this thing was so demonic looking. And I had it in my hand in the palm because I was told by the rug not to grab it, but to just let her place it in my palm. And she placed it in my palm. And I'm standing and I'm like, I'm like, I've never seen anything like that. What is that? Where you get that from? So she started stuttering. Yeah, you like it? I was like, that's a mermaid, I think. I said, where do you get that from? She's like, I don't know. I think I get it from Tumi or somewhere. I was like, oh. So I held it. I was told to hold it in my palm. Let her set it in there. This is like a setup from the Most High. Okay, she was set up big time. And I was told to walk out. And I was told to say something when I walked out in my spirit. And right to the left was a trash can. And I put it right there in the trash can and bounded it. And returned it back to her. In Yahushua's name. With the power of the Ruach HaKodesh. And I got in my Jeep. And I thanked the Most High for his protection. And I was obedient because I was told to take it. And sometimes we're a lesson. We are a lesson to them. Okay? Now, after 2 days when I go back, I always drive by that place, I would see her car. And then, I think about 3 days I didn't see her car there for some days. And then I went in and I saw her car. No, I didn't go in. I pulled in and I pulled back out. I saw a car, so I can't go in there with her in there. It was just the rock told me don't go back in there because I don't know what spell works or what she was trying to work to reverse because she knew it was back on her. Okay, and we're talking about the Holy Father, the YAH, the Creator of all, putting it back on her. Okay, whatever she purposed for her apple, for his apple of his eye. Whatever she purposed for me was put back on her, okay? And this is spiritual warfare, okay? It's hard to explain, okay? But I have not seen her vehicle there for the past week or two, okay? And I know that it was like the Most High was kind of showing me, it was like she was trying to put a sickness on me and tried to take, what y'all, she was trying to take my gifts, she was trying to take my prosperity, she was trying to take a lot of things. I mean, it was just like flashes to me, showing me. And but I'm here to warn God's people. Unless the Most High tell you, don't take gifts. Especially in this day and time, don't take gifts from anyone. I don't care how nice. This woman has been being nice for a year, milking me, just being just over the top. Over the top, okay? Anybody else that's normally be like, oh, she's just so nice. But see, with me, my alarms went off immediately. I could even look at her and just say, that's a witch, okay? So just be careful out there. Keep on the whole armor of YAH. don't take anything unless the Most High tells you to, because sometimes you are a lesson. You are a lesson to these demons, to these people who have allowed demons to use them. Okay? So, I just wanted to tell you that. Okay? It's beautiful out. Go outside and look up at the stars. Okay? Look up at the chariots. You might see something. So, until next time, I love you much. Be blessed. Veronica.